should this war between Israel and Iran, should it get prolonged, there will be major effects in the neighborhood of both these countries. The Americans have already got into the act. They already bombed two of the sites, nuclear enrichment sites that the Iranians have. But that is only part of it. Should this battle carry on over the Iranian skies, and the Iranians will naturally react more, a lot of effort could be drawn by the Americans from the bases all around the Middle East over there. And Iranians have already said that they are going to deal with this basis with retaliation should the Americans use it for destroying any targets inside Iran. So we are going to see a lot of neighborhood countries also getting involved in the war, perhaps in that case, which is an extremely difficult situation to cope up with later. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, including the neighborhood and the rest of the world, this going to affect the petroleum prices quite a bit, and when it affects the petroleum prices, it will affect the man on the street in very many countries, especially those who import oil like India, China, etc. will affect. If the barrel is going to go up from $80 to $100 or $100 to $120, obviously everybody will feel the pinch. And those economic corridors which are being thought of at one time, it now appears, like the India, Middle East, European Economic Corridor, or the international North and South transportation corridors, all this might get affected. So what we look in ahead, what we can see is possibly a very bleak scenario, which is best avoided in case some sort of an understanding can be reached at this point between the contestants, and we come to a peaceful solution of dialogues as far as this conflict is concerned. As far as the effect on India is concerned, we will have to tread very carefully. The Americans have already started quoting Pakistan, and quoting Pakistan in a big way. Pakistan has a land border with Iran and possibly could be of help to the Americans in a big way. The Israelis also, along with the Americans, as far as missile bases from where they could possibly attack Iran, or let's say even any land forces, etc., that can be deployed on the borders. Pakistan has this land border with Iran, and they do not have a relationship which is, I would say, very good for over a period of time that we can recall. So obviously there's a problem there if Pakistan gets prominence in US relationships and India in the bargain gets a bit sidelined. So that's one aspect of it. The other, of course, is the effect on our petroleum products in our country. We will have to pay much more for the gas that we use for our cars, and the man on the street will also get affected. We've also got a large diaspora which is working in the West Asian countries, which are neighboring countries, or in Iran itself. The remittance from that is of importance to our economy, and perhaps that could be affected in a big way. Exports to Israel and to Iran have already become difficult proposals, so that will also come into play. Overall, I would say this will have an effect on our economy, though the minister one of our ministers has already made a statement that as far as petroleum products are concerned, as far as crude is concerned, arrangements have been made so that we don't feel the effect of Iranian crude not being available to us.